Hey, what's up, everybody? This is your man Jay. Thanks for tuning in. Let's get rid of this stream. We don't need that anymore. Boop. There we go. All right. So I'm working on this Truth, Justice, American Way fan art. I took a break yesterday, and so I'm going to try and cram today and try and wrap this up. But I do want it in color. Let's put some tunes on real quick. I don't know what we're going to put on. Let's see. Let's try this one. Bummer is when I'm sharing this screen, right? I can't share the screen that I have the music on, which kind of stinks. Unless I do that as a camera. So that kind of sucks. But we'll figure this out. I did have a sweet playlist going on. But lo and behold, we can't use it. So, boo. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Hey, 80s made consumer. How you doing, bud? Thanks for popping on in. Yeah, I'm gonna try and finish this thing. It's due tomorrow. I feel like I'm doing homework. Let's show you the whole thing. I'm doing flats right now, coloring the little girl that Truth is saving. This is where we're at. So a little bit of a preview. They're fighting a giant mummy. Here we got Justice with the quad rocket launcher coming down on a ladder, probably from a helicopter or something neat. Then we have American Way lifting the hand of the giant mummy. And then Truth is swooping in and snatching a little girl from the giant mummy hand. So that's where we're at. Thank you for the compliment, my man. Hoping it's gonna turn out okay. I kept working on it, and I got kind of tired of working on it, so I took a break yesterday, and then I forgot I was working like all day today. So now I'm like, oh god, I gotta finish this. So, but okay, hopefully y'all can hear me okay. Just let me know if you can't, and we're gonna go ahead and let's try and get some of this going on. Don't know what color. How did this happen? What was this from? Oh no. What layer am I on? This is where I start getting confused. Okay. We're on that layer. So how? Where the heck did that come from? This is where it starts driving me crazy. I'm trying to see. Yeah, it gotta be from this layer. Oh, from the line art. Yeah. The little girl's on her own layer, and the lines are on another layer. So it starts getting confusing, even though I'm doing all the regular just flat colors on its own layer to try and just save time. But I am kind of getting used to messing around with Procreate. But honestly, I mean, Truth didn't come out too bad. I have a real tough time drawing ladies, so she came out pretty good. I cannot complain. Back to that layer, and let me see if I can fix this leg a little bit while I see it, because otherwise I'll forget about it if I try and put it on the back burner. And I was coloring this without the background, but now that I put the background on it, now I'm seeing all the spots that I missed. And I'm just using the pen tool here. To try and just fill. And I was doing some fill-in stuff too. But yeah, now it looks like I missed a whole bunch. Oh no. How exciting. Nope. That one. Kiddo's supposed to be going to sleep. Every time we try and put her to bed, she's 4, and it's a battle. It's a battle to put this child to sleep. I know. I think I did Truth's eyes too big. I'm still trying to mess around with my style. Kind of like the kiddo looks so cute. But I think we might need to give a little bit down here more. I don't know what color I'm gonna do her dress, honestly. I might keep. I just did this lavender as a placeholder, but you know what? She doesn't pop enough from Truth. There's too much purple there. That's kind of why I decided to make her a redhead. She's gonna have a headband. Maybe I'll do a yellow dress. Don't know. What I would like to do too is, let's see if this is gonna look like butt or if it's going to be great. See what my see what my she's up now singing "It's Midnight," trying to stream tomorrow. Hope that works out. Yeah, I hear you. Tomorrow is in like an hour or two. I'm with you, dude. Yeah, she's watching. Mine's watching Octonauts. So we got to be on the East Coast then. So I'm on the East Coast as well. So yeah, it's about 5 till midnight right now. Yep. And then I'm having the issue where she's that's not looking too bad. Maybe. You know what? It's not bad. I will take it. Let's see. We're gonna get fancy here. Where's that Harmony? So she is. Truth is purple. I guess green. You go green. She'll look like, I guess let's go with a. Not so much of a green. Let's go more of a. Yeah. So she pops more. Let's do that. Maybe a sea foamy green. Let's see how that works, because it's gonna contrast this time tomorrow. Okay, so midnight on Friday, because technically it's about to be Thursday. Too much math is hurting my brain. All right, let's do inking. I love the studio pen. Oh yeah. I mean, granted, she's gonna look like a little Irish girl, but hey, that's fine. We'll take it. All right, ain't nothing wrong with that. I mean, redhead wearing green. I guess there's a reason, right? Yeah, that pops really nice. Let's see how that's gonna look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Actually modeled after a dress my daughter was wearing for Easter. I was like, that's such a pretty little dress. So I decided to put it on this kiddo. Yeah, I like your stream setup, 80s or 80s MC. I like your stream setup, man. It looks really great. I don't have a place to kind of do that, unfortunately. My desk is in kind of the family game room, uh, and so it's just I have a TV behind my head and all this other stuff. So we'll have to see. I might have to get a nice camera mount and angle it somehow to where you don't see that stuff behind me. And then, of course, I got to do it when the kiddo goes to bed. But my wife works from home, so she has the office. She's a graphic designer, so my computers are out here. So I have to set up my two monitor setup. Hey, hockey, what's up, man? Let's go to 80s MC, 1:55 to 1 a.m. Friday morning. Okay, cool. Hockey, g'day, hockey. Appreciate you coming in, my man. Thanks for stopping by. I'll show you the full. Let me finish this outline, and we'll show you the full shindig on what we're doing here. So this is the fan art for the Truth, Justice, American Way contest. I missed the first one. I just kind of did a doodle, and so this one I was like, you know what? I'm really gonna try and do something neat. Yeah, we got a spare bedroom. Yeah, I hear you. I got one too, and we my mom, my family's out of state. So I'm in the South and they're up north. So they're Yankees. And and so the guest bedroom has to be a guest bedroom. So unfortunately I was really thinking about that. But I can't do that to my mom because she loves visiting her granddaughter down here. So thanks, hockey. Thanks. I appreciate that. Trying to get my art out there. Originally I had it's a little story. I won't bore you guys too much, but I figured I'll talk as I go. So it's not just eerie silence. So I have my other channel, right? Which originally was I changed it. It was always a gaming channel. I have about almost 1,400 subscribers, and I'm talking these are OG subscribers since like 2006. Where I did retro game views and all types of stuff. A lot of my audience came from doing Dark Souls tips and stuff and where to find things. So I was really deep into Dark Souls community and stuff. And I would do my retro stuff, reviewing Dreamcast and Saturn games and stuff like that. And just showing pickups and whatnot. I did drawing and comics a few. I did a few videos, a few comics and stuff, and they got 10, 15 views on my end. It's whoa, big time. And so I converted my other channel to the art and stuff. Oh, we got a light crap. Holy crap. And I just wasn't getting views. I wasn't getting engagement. I do streams and nobody would show up. And, so I'm like, you know what? Let me grow the audience organically. I'm going to transfer over back to this channel, which is my main art channel. And let's just grow it. I'm at 18 subscribers now, which is neat. But look, you guys showed up, and I've never really had anybody pop in before, even with almost 1,400 subscribers. So I'm going to grow the audience organically and, try and get myself more out there because that's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on the art because I'm having a blast doing art, and really big ups to CG and stuff just for, really getting me back into art, man. I think I'm going to let's do the shirt. We'll do the shirt. The top will be white. And then I'm going to have her socks. I guess she kind of looks like a Girl Scout. Huh. I'm going to have the socks. Have the socks match the dress. And then I'm sure there's a better way to doing this. I'm using Procreate on an iPad. Yeah, super big ups to my wife for buying me the iPad because, I think one of digital art. Um, and this is after I actually like stuck with it last year. I totally filled up a sketchbook and stuff. And so for Christmas, she got me the iPad, and she bought it around. This is like the newest one that dropped, but it's not a Pro or anything. It's just your base model, which is fine for me. Um, but she bought it in October when it came out, and so she was like, well, why the hell am I holding on to it? Well, you can use it now. And I was like, good idea. Give it to me now. So I got my Christmas gift in October. Okay, let's see. Shared it on Twitter. Oh, thanks, Hockey, man. You're a class act, brother. I appreciate that. Tweet the stream out when you're going two big comic. Yeah, there's two big comic game streams right now. I mean, I wanted to draw, and why not make some content? So that's about as deep as my thought process goes. I was like, I'm coloring this. I've been coloring it for 2 hours already. I might as well get a stream out of it. So yeah, no, that's cool. That's all right. I know. I think Bancroft and EVS are streaming. Billy Tucci's, I mean, not that it's a surprise, but his campaign's like kicking ass right now, dude. So I got to take a look at that and see. Though honestly, I haven't even read my She Omnibus yet, so I don't know if I should go for that. But there's so much good stuff. I still have to back Truth Justice. I have to do Sean's stuff. I missed out. I had to cherry pick and kind of pick and choose what I was going to get. So unfortunately, I missed out on Black Terror, which I'm like, kicking myself for doing like a dummy. I even had like the early, like I signed up early, so I could have got the nifty, whole pack with the T-shirt and everything, and I just fell asleep on it, man. I was like, ugh. So I don't know if that's even available anymore. There we go. Oh, Rini stream. Oh God, Rini, man, she is so good. Man, I just, there's sometimes like you see art and I'm a big anime fan. Obviously, look at this face, right? So it's like when I see her stuff, and I don't even know why I haven't backed Fiendish. Like, am I retarded? I don't know. Sometimes I see this book, so I'm like, duh, I totally should have got that. Son of a gun. Oh, Hockey's drawing too. Cool, man. That's awesome. Yeah, right. It's like they're dropping these books left and right, and I'm like, oh God, that looks so damn good. Which is, I mean, it's kind of a nice problem to have, for CG to have, specifically because they're, really outside the mainstream, doing their own thing and stuff like that. So it's great, but man, it's just like, dude, space them out, brothers. Jesus Christ, man. Like, I can only work so much, That's what I got to work on too, Hockey. Man, my forms are butt, man. Like, I've been having a big problem. I always have a problem with women, so that's what I'm going to focus on. I want to draw more girls, just because they're, in my opinion, they're tough. But then B is like I get to the waist, and then like once I get below the waist, it's just like it's a crapshoot, man. Sometimes it comes out good, and sometimes it just comes out horrible, and I'm just like, oh, dude. Yeah, she does look like a Girl Scout. I should put a little flower in her her headband or something. Jazz that up a bit. So that's cool that you're writing some stuff. 80s MC, that's awesome, bro. I'm actually writing some stuff too right now. My problem is that I got ideas. I get tons of ideas and I try to put them down, and it's just like, okay, that's the idea. Let's move on to the next one. Just to kind of get the stuff out of my head, and I'm always doing like concepts for stuff, and it's crazy that like lately, you've been looking at Sean's streams. They've been talking about the Phantom, And like I have a character like that. I mean, not necessarily, but like and it was the Phantom was a total big inspiration. So I'm like, oh crap. And so that was my first story that I was going to do. And so I don't know. Part of me thinks like maybe I should just write it and see if somebody can draw it for me. Because if I try to draw it, like Jesus Christ, who knows if I have the time or even the means to try and do so. But then it's like it's mine if I draw it. So yeah, the Phantom in the shadow. I loved the idea of the Phantom, and so like okay, so let's see if I can share some. So I'll show you this this Zach meme I did. I thought that was hilarious. And this is the picture where it was him and the Common America guys and John Malin, and he's just like, ugh. So I thought that was funny. Let's see. So that's the little Pharaoh. Let's see if I can find a better picture of the mask stretcher. We'll just do this one. This one's okay. I'm working on a style to try and combine like anime and like Batman the Animated Series together. The 80s like that. I posted it, nobody nobody understood it. Like nobody commented on it. It's like I thought it was pretty funny. But so here's the mass stretcher. The mass stretcher is like, so imagine something like the Phantom combined with something like All Might, where the mask is passed from generation to generation, and each generation always becomes like the stretcher. Each generation is a hero, but the mask is stronger every time it gets passed, and the mask changes based on who wears it. And so it comes from like ancient times, like some Aztec warrior. He kills this crazy alien beast, and the alien beast, like the essence ends up going into the helmet that he's wearing. And then every generation there's a hero that wears the mask, and the mask will go from like ancient times to medieval times to like the 1800s to like, and so the stretcher will always like fight somebody, but it's not always called the stretcher. It all depends like who it was and stuff. So finally his dad gives him the mask, but the thing is that the stretcher it's when you start getting to the 70s and the 80s, or actually like early like 1920s, his grandpa, his father, and him, they're pro wrestlers, and in this universe pro wrestling is real. So you have so his dad's like the El Santo. If you follow Lucha Libre, his dad's like El Santo, which is like they're Hulk Hogan. Actually, he's probably bigger than Hulk Hogan. He's like the shit in Mexico, so his dad's like El Santo, so his dad's like the best baby face. And because, you know what I mean, sons never listen to their fathers and stuff, he wants to make it on his own. He doesn't want the name, so he leaves, Stretcher leaves, and he actually becomes a Rudo. He's like a bad guy. And so then finally they fight, and then the old man, he beats the old man, but he cheats to do it, but the old man gives him the mask anyway. And then he's like, all right, son, this is what I've been doing. You haven't seen me in a long time. I've always been on the road. Well, I've been wrestling, but I've also been working with this secret society that's been like keeping all like this crazy stuff in check. And so the stretcher would have like wrestling matches with Dracula and Frankenstein and aliens, and like harken back to the old El Santo movies, vampire mummy ladies from Mars and just crazy stuff. So that was the idea, and that was like my first story, and I'm writing it and I'm like, okay, and then I come up with another idea and then I shelf that. So I'm just like, okay, before I do a comic, maybe it might be easier for me to do a kid's book. So that's actually what I'm working on now. So we'll see if that comes, because I can write a kid's book. I can do that. So we're really trying to get my style down. But thanks for listening to me. Once I start talking about this stuff, it's nice to talk to somebody else besides my wife. She's like, yes, Sonny, okay, whatever you say. So I want to work on my art, but I don't want to be drawing like mainstream characters. I'm kind of like, I enjoy like Sean's philosophy on that. Why am I gonna go and draw Spider-Man or something? Like, maybe if I wanted to sell some art, I can do that, but I'd rather draw CG characters. I'd rather just do that. I think to me that's cooler. And then maybe somebody like, oh, that looks great. Hey, you want to do a piece for me? I'd be like, sure, absolutely. Because really, my goal right now would be nice to just get something published in a book. Because when I was in high school, my big dream was to draw comics, and I just kind of fell out of it. Comics didn't interest me anymore. But my dream of going to high school and all the art classes that I took, I want to like move to the city and just draw comics like all the guys did, like Marvel and stuff. Just live in a big city and draw comics. That's all I wanted to do. But stuff changes. That's why I started my channel. My wife was bored listening. Absolutely, especially when you're complaining about stuff. And then sometimes the wife has to kind of put you in check. And be like, okay, like it's no big deal, but it is a big deal. I mean, granted, my wife likes a lot of the same stuff as I do, but like she was surprised I didn't want to watch Moon Knight. I'm just like, you know what, I'm kind of over Disney stuff right now, honestly. It could be good. I just don't know if I want to give them my time. And I'm like, we should cancel this. And she's like, well, we can't because your daughter likes watching Wall-E. I was like, yeah, you're right. She likes Wall-E and Big Hero 6. So I'm like, okay, I can't. For the kiddo, I'll keep it. Oh, yeah, she rolls her eyes all the time. Yeah. Yeah. But even my wife is like, dude, this sucks. Like, she'll be like, this is bad. Like, what is this? What are we watching? Like, we're watching Boba Fett. And she just was like, what is happening? I'm like, I know, right? Like, I tell you what, if their goal was to make Boba Fett, like, not cool, and they're like, well, it's not for you, and you're too old. I'm like, listen. You kind of know when you watch nerd stuff for a long time. Oh, cool, hockey. Just putting some stuff out there. Ray Jelly fan drawing, which birds are. Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome, hockey. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm putting my art out there. There's a I mean, what's the worst thing? I mean, you do it anyway. I'm gonna draw anyway. If I can do something, maybe get a little bit of side work or something, or just get my name out there and, maybe come on a few streams just to like chat and have fun. Like, that's all I want to do too. Just hang out and do art, But yeah, it's like, dude, like when you watch nerd stuff so long, and of course, I mean, let's be honest, we're probably all old men here, right? Yeah, buy Wall-E and can't. Yeah, just buy Wall-E. I own Wall-E. What's the other shows she wants to watch too? She wants to watch the Big Hero 6 show and all that stuff. And honestly, my wife already paid ahead of time, so that's why I was like, well, let's cancel this. She's like, well, I already paid them, and I'm like, okay. She's like, well, I want to watch shows too. I'm like, okay. As long as it makes you happy too, I'll eat it. Sometimes we can't be crazy all the time. Whoa. But when you watch stuff like Star Wars and you grow up with this stuff, and of course you were into Star Wars, and I mean, we're old men, so I mean, let's be honest. I'm 40 years old. Nobody in here is a spring chicken right now. So, except hockey. I don't know. You might be young. He's a spring chicken. But you're in this stuff for so long, you kind of know what's cool, right? I mean, it's not like you're so out of touch that you don't know what's cool, Well, look at someone. Oh, cool. Look at someone to help me with my character design. I'm willing to spend some dough. Sure, yeah. I mean, if you got some ideas, kick them my way. I'll do some roughs for you. I'm 40 and feel like a spring chicken. Yeah, I turned. Yep, we're the same age. 80s. Yeah, that's it. We're the same age. I turned 40. Actually, I turned 40 in January, so I just turned 40. So, and my back hurts. So as soon as 40 hit, my back hurts. But yeah, if you want to, any ideas, I can do some roughs for you, and you tell me if you like it or not, and if it's worth your time, man. I'll do some roughs for free. It's cool. 45 old man here. Okay, so you're almost the same age. My brother is 6 years older than me, so you're almost the same age as my brother. My brother's 26 right now. Just watched a video about Sleuthless, an Aussie artist who does videos on personal development. He talks about creators doing one artwork for you and then one artwork for them. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, because that's all I want to do. Like, once I get my setup better, and maybe I can pay for StreamYard instead of doing free. I'd like to do on Tuesdays, I'd like to do an art jam. And what I mean by that is I want to Tuesdays just hang out and draw and just creative and just bounce ideas and stuff off each other. Like let's just do, Tuesday night art jam is what I'm going to call it. So, and the reason I picked Tuesday, a lot of times I can get like the second half of Tuesday off, so I can come home earlier. But then also I can use that bison meme. It was a Tuesday before every show, so that's the idea. But yeah, no, they did hijack nerd culture, but it's like, it was not for you. It's like, no, it's not for anybody. It's not cool. It's not cool, and that's the thing. It has to be cool. People want to try and do stuff. Well, like it's that whatever weird. Change the music, whatever weird what was it, the Wonder Woman comic of the boy dressing like Wonder Woman, and then they bully him. I'm like, dude, you wish little boys would dress as Wonder Woman. First off, the outfit they had was weak. Like, this was weak sauce. If a boy was going to dress up as Wonder Woman, the first thing they would make would be the sword. Let's be honest. He wouldn't have the shield and without the sword. So the first thing the boy would make, if he was going to dress as Wonder Woman, would A, he'd make the sword. B, he wouldn't wear a skirt. He'd probably wear pants. Yeah. And it would probably look cool. My favorite StreamYard, and it's worth it. You can always draw on my stream and talk about anything we grew up with. Oh yeah, man. Definitely, for sure. Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah, once I get my setup more, then I'll invite people on and we can just hang out and jam and draw or talk or whatever, man. Draw and talk. It's gonna be welcome to everybody once I get that up and going. Yeah, right now it's all I gotta move some numbers around. They just increased my dang bill, my cable bill, like $30. So we're probably going to get rid of that. And because the wife and I, we don't watch live TV. My mother-in-law, she stays with us. She likes live TV, but even her, she's like, dang, that's expensive. Let's get rid of these boxes. So we might. There's hope for us yet. Pretty sure I colored that. We have that. We got that. I want to do these maybe little black patent shoes. You would go to church with or something. So let's see how we're going to do that. Can you share more than one screen? If you pay for it, because that's what I want to do. I want to see right now. I have a playlist that I want to share, but it's off screen, and I want to share. I don't need to share the screen. I just want to share the audio, and they won't let me do that. Yeah, because it got to be a video file or slides or something. Yeah, like I said, she has we have a DVR. We have 2 DVRs and 2 boxes and it's for her though. She wants to watch. We have Spectrum because we're in the South, but there's a Spectrum app on Xbox and on like Roku and stuff. So maybe I got an extra Xbox One sitting here. I'll throw that downstairs, and then she can watch her Spectrum Live TV without the boxes. So I think that might be another $10, $15 that we can save a month and kind of offset the cost. Yeah, we wouldn't have it. We don't watch live TV. I watch YouTube. I don't even watch regular TV, to be honest with you guys. Let's just do black and let's see how that's gonna look. Because this is just the base. I still have to do the shading on all this stuff, which is like, ugh. So we'll see. Too much. Yeah, I missed my I missed my playlist already, and I want to test it out too. So there's a YouTube channel that I watch a lot here, and it's all music. It's called Chill Hop, and they play lo-fi, like just lo-fi beats, like jazzy hip hop beats, like just jazzy chill stuff. Like it's cool. You just kind of bob your head a bit. You can draw, um, and you can become a partner with them, and you can link your YouTube channel to them. And all that does is that uh, if anything pops up, they know that you're a member with them. Um, and so what they'll do is that they won't flag your channel, and you can just use their music and stuff. As long as you're not passing the music off as yours, you can use it. So I have a whole playlist set up that let's try whole playlist set up that I was gonna use on my streams. But if I do the digital and I'm sharing this screen, I can't I can't share the playlist. Like I just can't share the audio. So I'm kind of bummed about that. So I don't know if I pay for StreamYard if it'll let me do that or not. One of the old cartoons my kid watches: He-Man, Thundercats, Ninja Turtles. Nice, 1,500 movies and counting. Just because we don't pay for cable. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind, streaming other stuff. You know, we have Hulu, we have Netflix. You know what I mean? We have Disney Plus. So it's just like we're pretty much covered. My mother-in-law, and we'll also have the Paramount Plus and HBO Max. I'm watching more HBO Max just so I can watch like the old school, Batman animated series and The Brave and the Bold and stuff like that. But honestly, I'm usually watching YouTube. And then maybe I'll get there's some anime stuff on YouTube. Anyway, so. But I am going to grow. I'm going to probably start buying more anime stuff, honestly. More retro anime, because I love that aesthetic. I just picked up Project Echo, which is one of my favorites. It's got a copyright strike for an American movie in the public domain by someone in Brazil. Hey, Earth's Best made it. Hey, Earth's Best, how you doing, man? This guy's always liking and commenting my stuff. Glad you can swing on by, brother. Appreciate you. That's great. Cool, man. Hail. I gotta do another intro too. I got an intro and an outro. That's what I gotta work on. Because when I see hail, so listen, there's some other guys that are like, yeah, I'm just an old punk, but listen, I'm an old punk. All right, I would go and see Suicide Machines, Rancid, Dropkick Murphys, Flogging Molly, all these guys I'd go see live and be in the pit. And so when I hear hail, I'm thinking of Dropkick Murphys, The Gang's All Here. And so maybe I'll do an intro or outro with that. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, it's Hail, The Gang's All Here. And it's a drinking song is what it is. And so when I hear hail, that's what I think of. So. But cool, man. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate you all being here. This is probably the most people I've had on the stream. So thanks, guys. I really, really appreciate it. All right, so we got the socks matching the dress with the shoes. I think that's all right. And if you guys have any suggestions too, guys, shoot it my way. That's cool. So we got the flats done. Oh, I gotta do this stupid ladder. What's a rope color? Rope color. Let's do that. So here's what I had. I don't know, layers. Those layers, please don't. The rope's on its separate layer because it's overlapping. That's too big. Do I have the lines on that too? Oh no, I have the lines on that too. That's horrible. Let's see how we can do this. I just shot myself in the foot. I gotta figure out how to get better colors in here too. Like they just keep giving me these weird campfire colors. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, Brandon, the Anime Guys channel. I'll have to. There's one that I like called Retro Crush, and I actually think they might start doing. It might be a streaming service, but they show like all that, like Project Echo, Lily Cat, Demon City Shinjuku, Dominion Tank Police. Like they show clips from that stuff. Because it was DBZ and Super and Pokemon when I was a kid or something. So let me tell you. Okay, and a lot of so you guys are young. There are a lot of the people that are in the anime now, they don't realize how tough it was to get any type of anime stuff back in the day. And if you did get anime stuff back in the day, like it was either like bootleg DBZ stuff. Like I seen Trunks Saga, like the whole Trunks Saga, probably in like 93, 94 on bootleg VHSs at my comic shop. Or there was like a local cable television channel, and that you had to see censored and grainy anime stuff. You streamed all the time in the AM for like an hour. Tell them I sent you over. Cool, for sure, dude. We didn't get kid stuff. The stuff that we could, like, I remember renting anime from Blockbuster. It wasn't Pokemon. It wasn't even Dragon Ball Z. I mean, it was like Guyver. It was Fist of the North Star. It was Demon City Shinjuku. It was what the hell was? I'm trying to do the other one. It was like Project Echo, Record of Lodos War, but they were like movies, like they were OVAs. Like you didn't get shows. Tenchi, a lot of the Tenchi Muyo stuff, Akira, but a lot of the stuff was like, Bubblegum Crisis. But it was like movies. Like it was like movies, and a lot of it was adult stuff. Like a lot of them had nudity and stuff like that. That's the stuff that we got. Like there was no like, oh, I'm gonna rent this slice of life show or whatever. No, it was usually some kind of adult Ninja Scroll, stuff. Live action guy. Yeah, the first one was rough with Mark Hamill. The second one was actually pretty dope, and the voice for Snake plays the guy who's Guyver in the second one. The guy who's the voice for Solid Snake, David Hayer or whatever. Yeah, dude, that's the first anime I seen. Was Guyver. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell, Akira. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. The movie's okay. Sometimes they get too deep for my taste. Akira's awesome if you're into art. Like as a young, like when I was little or like early teens and I saw Akira, it bored the shit out of me. Like I was totally bored. But I went back and watched it maybe 3 months ago and I loved it. I was like, this is all amazing. But yeah, I wanted action stuff is what I wanted. I'm trying to think of another one. But yeah, I mean, and then when Sci-Fi Channel started doing anime stuff, we blew our mind. We're like, what? Hey, actually on TV, Sci-Fi Channel was the first channel to actually, when they were doing like Star Trek, and actually when it was like the Sci-Fi Channel, then they would show like New Dominion Tank Police. Again, Project Echo was like a total staple. I love that movie. And then of course, some of the other ones. But yeah, it was all adult stuff. Like we thought anime was just for adults because all the stuff that we saw was for adults. Noozles, very early, Nick Jr. Only have the first one on blue. Yeah, the second one's like Dark Hero or something. That big YouTube guy who does a lot of cosplay stuff and does a lot of prop work, Evil Ted, he worked, I think, on both of them, on both the Guyver movies, and I think he did the outfit. Okay, I gotta color this ladder. Where were we, gentlemen? This music's killing me, bro. I was jamming. Planning to watch Akira. I saw it 30 years ago. Don't remember it, but it didn't blow me away. Let me see if it makes me. Yeah, check it out now. I'm in this. I was in the same boat. I saw it 30 years ago, and I was just like, dude, this is boring. I love the beginning. Like, I want to see more laser beams and motorcycles. Uh, but yeah, I watched it again, and like watching as an adult, you're like, oh, dude, like you can kind of see like the politics involved, the cop dudes trying to do the right thing, and there's a lot more layers to it, and then you really appreciate the animation now. Of Did you just sit there and like watch the animation? I mean, would I watch it all the time? Probably not, but I appreciate it way more now than I did then, and I probably have to go back and watch the Ghost in the Shell movie, because I don't. It was the same thing. I don't remember being that impressed with it at the time. I want a what's a rope color? Sure. There it is. All right, let's see if we can get this going. But is it going to color my? Yeah, it's going to. Well, this is what I wanted to do. The plan was we're going to see if we're going to do a hack. Maybe we can do this. And do that. Oh, God. I'm going to have to do this by hand. Yep. Ugh. Lily Cat. Lily Cat was another. It was just like aliens, but it was like a cat. Like imagine it was like the thing. It was like the thing in Aliens because it was like a cat. It was in space, but the thing could take any shape. Angel Cop was another one. I don't remember seeing that much. AD Police. Yeah, we're doing this by hand, and whatever it's gonna be is what it's gonna be. Oh, but then maybe I can put stuff. Remember Aeon Flux on MTV? You know what? I do, but man, I didn't like that. I didn't like the animation for it. Like I mean, the concept, I probably would enjoy it now, but at that time, I'm like, this looks like butt, dude. Especially after seeing like Guyver and Aiko and stuff like that. I'm like, dude, this is ass. Like, everybody's all long and weird looking. They need a sandwich. Like, nah, man, I'm gonna watch Fist of the North Star. I'm gonna watch that instead. Get rid of that. Let's see if I can throw. Let's see if we can do that. I'm wondering if I put this, if maybe you can hear it. Where is it at? Here it is. And you're gonna have to tell me if you can hear that stuff. I got it coming out of my speakers, so hopefully hopefully my mic picks it up. Yeah, it was kind of like a hyper thing now, and I can appreciate it now probably. So that's one thing I mean to go back and take a peek at it. I hated the animation. I bet it makes sense now. Yeah, as a kid, you want to see what you want to see, you know. Especially as a teenager, you're just like, I don't care. Like you're kind of closed minded sometimes. I remember we saw the Final Fantasy movie, The Spirits Within, in the theaters, and we're like, dude, this sucks. Like, it should have been called Final Fantasy, but they probably had to throw that on there, or else it wouldn't have got made. At the time, we wanted to see Cloud, and we wanted to see all the cool characters from Final Fantasy, and it just was like some weird army guys trying to fight ghosts. I don't know if y'all can hear the movie. Sony made a ripoff called Ultraviolet. I see that in the theaters, man. The wife and I used to go when we were dating. We used to go to theater to movies all the time. It was kind of our thing to do, and we saw that, and I just was like, "Well, that was a thing." Like, yep, that was the thing. That just happened. The concept was kind of neat, but I think it might have been based on a comic book. Oh, this rope's probably gonna look like butt, but well, it's not too bad. Yeah, not bad. You know what? My father-in-law says he'd always say, yeah, I'd help him do stuff around the house, and he'd be like, you know what? It's good enough for government work, and that's what I'm gonna say. It's good enough for government work. Boo. Can you guys hear the music that got coming out of my speaker? Let me know. Color. I can see. Oh, you can't hear it. Okay. I have to put it up more, maybe. I wish I could figure out how to like. Is that better? Very faint. Yeah, put it up a little bit. I can't put up much higher. I have to figure that out. Can you share more than one screen if you pay for it? I mean, I guess I can always just do my camera and point it at the screen like a hoodlum. I mean, it's okay. I'll just have to put it up then. Um, but yeah, otherwise, I guess you can only share one screen at a time. Because when I go to hit share, it's like, oh, it wants to get rid of my art. So I might have to do old school. Just point the camera at the screen. It's just so much clearer here. My camera is like, I think I just need more light. It always like tries to focus, and it's a webcam, but honestly, it's probably like, geez, probably 12 years old. It's a Logitech. At the time, it was the best one, but now you can, but you have to use another cam. Yeah. Hmm. Well, let's see, because this might. Let's see. Camera. Yeah, see, on some of my stuff, I can use. I guess it's just not registering it. Because I thought I could. Sometimes I can use my iPad. Will show up as a camera, like the screen itself. So, or maybe I just sign in as a guest on this. Maybe I could try that. Yeah, sign in your phone and use that camera like screen share. Okay. Hmm. I have to try that. Guess I'll just do this in darker, and we'll just make that for the rungs. Maybe those are on their own layer too. Oh God, are they whited out? Yeah, they are. Why'd I do that? Yeah, why did I do that? Am I like some kind of psychopath? So what was the hardest part? The ladder. The ladder was the hardest part. Yeah, it's a bummer. Yeah, maybe I can do that. Maybe I could do the sign-in thing. I'm not gonna mess around with it now. Yeah, maybe I'll just do the detail and the shading instead. Yeah, I'm gonna try and go with like a more animated style on this one, to where I'm gonna do the shadows, and then with the shiny objects, I'll do the lights. So like with American Way and Truth's Gold stuff, you know, maybe on those I'll do the highlights on those instead. Might do all three. Let's see how this is turning out, or is it a nightmare? Not bad, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna color that in. There's nothing there. Yeah, maybe I will do that other one though. Or maybe there's an app I can use that I might register it as a camera. I don't know why this didn't. I kind of like these little streaks I did on this thing too. Kind of sad. I gotta get rid of them. I mean, honestly, nothing else is kind of shaded that way in the whole thing. So, because I planned on coloring it, and so my dimension was going to come from the colors. I don't even have a background. This is going to be horrible. Oh, jeez. So I got till. So but the good thing though is that Gabe's on the East Coast. I'm sorry, West Coast. So we're I know I did that. We're no, come back. We're 4 hours ahead. So when it's 4 p.m. over there in California, it's actually um, gonna be 7 here. So I'll have they give me a few hours, a few more hours that I can mess around with. Because I do want to do a background, and I want to put the logo on here too. Okay. Oh, there you go. I could just put the lines back in. That helps, right? I think my resolution for this thing sucks. I don't even know what I picked. Okay, so there he is on the ladder. Quad rocket launcher. fighting the giant mummy. I know Earth's best seen this. And so yeah, so I do have to finish the lower half of the mummy. I'm probably just gonna hide a bunch of stuff with smoke. But okay, so I think we got everything. Let's double check. Let's get rid of this background color and let's see where we're at. I think we kind of got everything that we need filled in, filled in. Okay. So I think what I'm going to have to do here is I don't need these anymore. This was I wanted to get the hair the right color. So and her skin color. So I just did that. But I don't think we need you anymore. Bye bye. We had that. So I can get my colors for truth. I don't think we need that anymore. Delete. Because they only give you so many layers. We need those. We need that. We need that. Okay. So we did streamline a bunch. So I'm thinking let's move this layer up. Let's fill some smoke up in here. That's what we're gonna do. Time to put some smoke. It's not 420 anymore. Boo. I messed up. I think we should give it like more of a bluish tint, maybe. Right. And we're going to let's get one of these neat ones. Textures. Clouds. Let's try clouds. I want to put some in front and then behind American Way. Let's see. Okay, it's kind of neat. Is this cheating? And we're going to say rename smoke foreground. Now I do want to do some in the back in between the mummy. See if I can do that in between them. I might not be able to do it in between because I have all the color now. Son of a gun. I have all the color on the same thing. All right. Well, that's fine. That was the foreground, right? And then back here. Just add another layer. Drop that behind everything. And maybe we'll do that darker, maybe. Think that'll matter? All the way up. I'm gonna have to finish this dang mummy. That's what I gotta do. Just so I know where it's going. Oh, thanks, EB, man. Appreciate it. Dark background and smoke looks great. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have to do something. I plan on putting buildings. That was the insane idea I had. I was gonna like just grab a photo, put it there, and just kind of like okay, like kind of get a gist of stuff and like change some stuff around and and line art it. But in here too, I gotta get. Oh, let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna put the logo up here. Let's see. So if I do anything, the logo beep 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 painting up here in the upper left. I want to put the logo here, and it might be in the back, in between the smoke and the mummy. I'm gonna put the logo there. But in the meantime, I gotta finish this dang mummy because I want to at least get his torso here. I need my background back. So that the shoulders like here probably is. This leg looks weird. I gotta do something like that. I'll just bring that down like that. Like that. So like, what's up? Like, what's with all the scribbles? Hmm. Okay, there we go. Now let's see. I think we might need that bigger. I was doing a big. Oh, I deleted it. I was gonna do a dark outline around everybody too. Maybe I should do that. We'll finish this mummy and then. Oh, okay, that's what it did. Okay, no problem. Mm-mm-mm. Well, that's why I'm having such a hard time. So lower that opacity on that so I can see what the heck I'm doing. I give it like a big. Or should I go like this? You should go like this. Yeah, let's do that. And we give him a big old belt. Oh God, let's lower that. The eraser's too big, man. It's too big. Oh, gotta change the angle on that totally. You guys are probably like, this is getting me sick. Guy keeps spinning shit around. Just give him like big blue underwear. Let's make that lower, and let's do some bandages. Tell you what, this playlist is way better. I was talking to my wife. I was jamming to some music. One of my favorite soundtracks, like in terms of like video games, is probably like from like Jet Set Radio and Jet Set Radio Future. And I'm just like jamming. I'm like, bro, the song slaps. And she was like, what? She never heard that before. She's like, what'd you say? I said it slaps. And she's like, I thought you said it snatches. It's snatch. And I was like, no, that's something different, babe. Okay. Now we're gonna I like adding these little kind of gaps because it kind of makes it look three-dimensional. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. I did that pretty quick. I'm surprised. I'm gonna have to move this. I got an angle that's kind of sitting upright, and it's my bicep is actually going numb. Getting them drawing games, bruh. Yeah, well, that's fine. Got bandages on his legs. Oh, we got 2 bandages on his body too. We're just gonna continue that bandage there. Then we're gonna come like that here. I have to play with this layer. Do some with this layer. I have to move it somewhere. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna have to erase around them. Once I get where I need. Yeah. It might be working. I feel like I'm working better now that I have to fill this thing in. Okay, so we got that. Let's clean this line up here. This is a jam, baby. Boy, it does. It helps to get everything where it needs to be, honestly. And I'm just erase it. Let's dump that layer. It's not that bad. I think I have to clean this line up a bit. There we go. Then I think, let's see what I did. I did Gensky. Was it technical pen? Use one of these to do the little lines there. Where'd that thing come from? No. Huh. That's the only thing I don't like when I move it. When I move it and I rotate it, I'm always like putting marks everywhere, unfortunately. Let's do boop. We're on the right one, right? As long as we're on the right thing here. I gotta do them shorter, I think. Yeah. So tedious. Hopefully they look like they match up. Do a little bit of that. There we go. I think I need to have another line here. I think everybody gets the point. I think I'm going to continue that. Continue that pattern there. Oh. So, yep. We're going to do one here. Maybe in the middle. Like that, maybe. This one needs to be almost. Angle's not the best. It's like not matching up. Whoop. Whoop. How's that? Well, not bad. Back to the color. Oh, change that to studio. Like I said, I'm sure there's an easier way for me to do this. But I don't know what that is. burp. I always get this stupid like edging when I do that, so I have to go back and like clean the edging up because it'll miss pixels. There we go. And then I'm doing the blue is going to be the top. This pattern kind of reminds me of Jughead from Archie. Let's get rid of that so I can see where we stand. I might get one of those. There's a screen protector. Oh, hey, Hockey. Thanks for tuning in, man. Appreciate you hanging out, buddy. You're welcome anytime, my man. Have a good one. There's paper. Like I guess there's like a screen protector that you put on it, and it's supposed to feel like paper. So I might order one of those, but it's like 2 for $30. I'm like, geez, man. Bump. Yes, it always misses pixels. Okay. Double check. Make sure we're on the good layer, not a bad layer. And I think just straight up coloring it is easier than doing grayscale. I think if I did grayscale, I think it would just be, sometimes they color gray and then like they do all the shading and stuff, and then they just go in there and just fill it or whatever. I guess I don't know. Like I said, I'm sure there's an easier way, but I don't know what it is. Let's see, I'm missing pixels over here around her foot. Yeah. Oh man. Oh, I saw that dang that Thor trailer, bro. Man, was that cringe or what, dude? Okay, cool. Like seriously, I was like, ugh. They just made Thor like this freaking. Like I understand, like, sure he's funny, And there's a time and place, but everything is just gags after gags after gags. And I'm just like, oh god. It's like, is he ever gonna grow up or whatever? It's like, and they show Jane as having his crumbled ass hammer. I'm just like, dude, I don't care. I don't care anymore. You guys made me tap out. I don't care anymore. I tell you what, man, they do make this stuff like not cool anymore. It puts Thor with the Guardians. I'm like, dude, they should have made him Space Conan. Just freaking sci-fi Conan, man. I guess John Carter. That's who he would be then, I guess. People give that movie crap. I liked the John Carter movie. I thought it was pretty good. Guess a lot of people didn't like it. Bandages. That's much better than just having an empty space. I want them busting out the ground, but oops. Meh. Hmm. That's weird. I thought the other colors will stop it. Must be a gap somewhere. Whoop. Tell you what, having a big mummy is the easy way to fill a bunch of negative space. There we go. Cool. Didn't bleed through on the other side. There we go. I guess I say that a lot, huh? There we go. There we go. There we go. I'll find something else to say. That could be neat. Yeah. I might have impressed myself. If I just go like that, or if I could just fill it up. Pew! Did that work? It did. I don't know why my left hand's going numb when I'm drawing with my right hand. But okay. I'm gonna catch these pixels while I see them. It's coming out pretty neat. Okay, so now we don't need this layer anymore. What we're gonna do show. There we go. Rename base colors. Now let's see where our light's gonna be. I don't know where our light's gonna be. Okay. Try and do 30 more minutes. Maybe we can do top. Is that dark enough to notice? Not really. I think we gotta do it darker. I do the shading the best that I know how, but that is something I got to work on. Pew. Oh no, oops. Forgot here. I'm forgetting this is his own separate layer. Boop. I tell you what, filling stuff up never gets old. Especially when it looks better than what you think it was going to look like. Like this here. Maybe there, maybe. Let's do that instead. Yeah. No, come back. There we go. You have a little indent here from your head, so we'll just put that there. Yeah, let's put some shading on the bandages too, maybe. I think that'll make them look more three-dimensional. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Staring at this thing for too long. I don't know. Did I just get some subscribers? I haven't checked. Let's see. Your channel. I want to view my channel on YouTube. I'm at 19. Sweet. I was at 18. So I had to get one. Heck yeah, dude. Sweet. Yeah, I'm at 19. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was at 14, and then I posted on the Twitter, on the Commonsgate Twitter. And I think I got 1 or 2 subscribers from there. And then I was at 18 when I started streaming. So yeah, heck yeah, bruh. Thanks. Appreciate y'all sharing the stream too, man. Let's see if we can just do a little bit of shading on these. Yeah, it really makes them pop. Yeah, it gives them more 3 dimension for sure. More dead pixels. Stare at it so long, I'm just like, ugh. No. Oops. Back. Oh dang, my playlist already restarted. Oh, hey, when I spin it and I go to turn it, I would just fill that one in, might as well. Oh god, look at that big spot. Oh, big old problem right here. So I gotta fill these before or else I'll miss them. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I was happy when I had one. Now I'm at 108. Never thought people would listen to what I had to say, let alone give positive feedback. Yeah, you know what, man? I have to admit, man, the whole the CG community, man, it's just been great. It's, and it's pretty neat how anybody can just jump in and start creating. And if people like what you kind of like find like-minded people to hang out with and stuff too. So I believe it, man. Now's the time for growing. Everybody wants independent stuff. I think now's the rise of the independent content creators. You know, It's almost like, especially with like comics and stuff, uh, it's like a new indie, you know, indie boom. It's like punk, man. It's like it's the Ramones didn't like what was on the radio, so they did their own stuff. And I think that's what's happening with comics now. It's like, why should I give these monies to these people that they don't even know what the heck's going on? They're not even they're not even fans. They hate everybody. They hate you. They treat you like trash, but then people over here just, we're here still you know, giving them our money. And it kind of came to a point that, you know what, man? Like, I'm ready for somebody. I'm ready for just, I'm ready for a blatant rip off of Spider Man. Like, I'd love for somebody to come along and just, you know, this is a character. He's kind of like Spider, he's obviously like a Spider Man spoof or something like that. And to write like cool, like stories, like cool Spider Man stories that people can't do because they don't know Spider Man. They keep, talking about Miles Morales and stuff. I'm ready. I'm ready for a CG Spider-Man to pop up. You know, Mm, I was trying to think of a clever name. If I swap, you swap the M and the S, man, Spider. Like, I'm ready. I'm like, cool, let's do it. Just like you keep seeing a lot of uh, a lot of people making Superman-like characters. It's like, cool. I mean, look at Common America. Common America is pretty much a Miss Marvel. I mean, OG Miss Marvel. I'm ready. I'm ready for someone to just take the reins and start telling our own stories. I mean, let's be honest. Check out Arana at Spider-Man, but girl, love the book. Okay, Arachna. Oh, that sounds neat. Okay, definitely. I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, that's I'm ready. It's like they don't know what to do with the guy. You draw all right, Iraq kid, Iraq kid. That's pretty good. That's a nice pun. Spider Man's probably like one of my most favorite superheroes. Then the Clone Wars happened. I checked out, man. I was like, I tapped. I was like, I'm done. I don't even know what the hell's going on. Scarlet Spider was pretty dope, though. I have to admit, I loved Spider Man 2099. I wonder how much those are going for. I have like the first 30 issues when they came out. I loved that design. Then they ruined it and did like Ravage 2099. I'm like, who the hell's Ravage? Just some dude. I have to look at my old notes. I did have a Spider Man character that I did years ago when I was in high school. Though I don't think he could stick to walls. But he had like he can like do like he can create like telepathic like wires to like swing on and stuff. He's the only superhero I liked until the MCU. Yeah, he was my favorite. They did some pretty neat stuff with him. But I did like that he lived with his Aunt May. He's always trying to do the right thing. I've been tempted to pick up, what was it, Renew Your Vows, uh, because I'm ready. Like, so I started collecting Spider Man again, and it was during Dan Slott's run. just because they were like, I was like, wait, Spider-Man's rich? And I'm like, oh, he's like a Steve Jobs. I'm like, sweet, man, because if anybody deserves to finally make some money on their genius, it would be Spider-Man. I mean, you can't be 40 years old and living in a crappy apartment, starving yourself to death. Spider-Man has made, so many, sacrifices. And since Iron Man wasn't around, if someone was going to take that place of being the rich guy in the Marvel, I think Spider-Man deserved it. The guy paid his dues. And so he had like the spider bike and he had um like he had like so they like made him cool the different wedding webbings and he had tech in his suit and I was like, "Oh, this is cool. Like you're making like Iron Man and Spider-Man kind of together. You're really seeing his genius. You're kind of making him like Batman." Yeah, I loved Ultimate Spider-Man as well. When it started, it was great. I loved the Ultimate line was a great idea to just modernize these old. They pretty much made it that if happened today, like if Spider-Man happened today, like what would he be doing? Like he's a kid, he'd be a web designer. He wouldn't be a he'd be a web designer. He wouldn't be a photographer, really. I mean, if you think about it, not with like digital cameras and Photoshop. So like stuff like that to me made sense. Um, yeah, that stuff was very good. I don't know why it keeps doing that. That's weird. Oh, hey, is that? Oh, yeah. Oh my God. Okay, let's see how it looks now that I turn up the opacity. Oh, dude, that's awesome. It actually turned out better. I can't believe it. Okay, sweet. I was like, why is it like not showing up right? And yeah, that's why it wasn't dark enough. The opacity was left over from when I did the line art. So cool, sweet. It does look more cartoony now, which is what I was going for. I fill in these empty pixels. I mean, we're 2099. You really only needed a few. I'm trying to think. I think I had like probably 20, 25. I might have stopped. I think when Rick Leonardi got off of it, then I'm like, oh, this forget it. I do a rack kid. You got to put the hyphen in it between a rack and kid. I think it needs more. Oh yeah, that's true. This is his own layer. Okay, I forgot. Yeah, we'll do more shadow on this one. Oh, no. I think I'll make American Way pop too. Yeah, I'm ready. I might do my own damn Batman. I had like one 2099 Spider-Man and one yeah, I think everybody bought the first ones and we're like, cool. Punisher was kind of neat. He had like the giant shoulder pads and like the armor, and he had like the freaking the like the nightstick that had like the shock thing on it. You just beat the crap out of people. I was like, cool, I'm down. Let's do it. Whoa. Hey yo. Lighter, lighter, lighter. Getting kind of heavy handed now. 56. Gotta go bike riding tomorrow. Promised my buddy I go bike riding with him. Oh, this isn't the right shade either. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna do more too. Is this over? Okay, yeah, this is outside the regular colors. This is where I'm gonna put all my shading. Boo. Yeah, they're saying that the Spider-Man 99 comics went up because he's in Spider-Verse. Turn. There we go. Didn't work too bad. I just keep coloring more and more. Let's see how that works. Nope. No. They're not thick enough, maybe. Or I guess I'll just color it then. Fine, I'll just color it. Oh my god, my daughter and I watched that. My daughter, my mom was visiting. So my mom and my daughter and my wife and me, we sat down to watch Turning Red because we were like, well, she might think the panda's cute, and let's see what's this is all about. And man, was that movie bad? We're like, this is a Pixar movie, and it's like halfway through the movie, it's like they gave it to somebody else. They're like, listen, you have to save this movie, man. We can't put, there's a reason they didn't put in theaters. They're like, listen, you got to make this an actual movie because this is cringe as all get out. And so I feel like they brought a writer in and they'll be like, okay, time to save this movie. This chest looks weird. I don't know what's going on with here. I think I might just we'll just keep that light. Yeah, because it looks weird. It has like this weird big giant shadow in the middle of his chest, and it's not following through. But yeah, it was horrible. I'm like, Pixar did this. This thing's like butt, dude. And then my daughter and my mom watching Kanto. My wife was like, dude, this movie sucks. I had to go to work, but we're listening to like the first. Streaming sucks. The content is like lackluster, but they still get your money every month. Yeah. Uh, so they were watching Encanto, and I saw like the first song that she sings in the very beginning of the movie because I was getting ready for work, and I'm like, what is she even talking about? It's just like noise. It's just like an assault of noise coming at you, and you're just like, what? But hey, it won all those awards, I guess. Supposedly, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't like it too much. I don't see what the hype was. I think it's a crime that Mitchell's versus the Machines didn't win. That movie was so damn creative. Oh my god, it was so good. It was like it was a real movie, and the comedy in it. Oh man, comedy's so good. Yeah, comedy in it was very good. I mean, it was 10 times more creative. Yeah, Turning Red was sus. Yeah, is the message wasn't bad when you got to like the or the last third of the movie. It was like it totally changed. But it's like it's same thing with when Encanto pretty much it's like they're making families like the families are the bad guys. So in Kanto, it's like the grandmother who's pretty much like putting all this pressure on everybody. So she's kind of like the villain, supposedly. I guess if you wanted to point one out. Whoop, come back. There we go. I don't know why that thing keeps showing up. There we go. Um, so like in Kanto, the grandmother's kind of the bad guy, and it's like toxic. And so Turning Red, the mom it's just kind of like the mom is putting her issues on her daughter, which came from her mother trying to meet her mother's expectations, pretty much. And it's like, okay, so it's like here, so the mother's the bad guy, um, and they're doing all this stuff. And soundtrack is considered an indie album, whatever, man. Whatever. I don't remember none of the music from it. It was like a cut and paste. Here's a cut and paste Disney movie. Whoop de doo. Like it was like ugh. But I'm telling you, man, Mitchell's versus the Machines. Oh, dude. There's a YouTube channel that's pretty good. It's called Cinema Therapy, and they have a director and a therapist, and they break down movies. And they did Encanto, and they were like getting all deep into it. And it's like I don't care, but they did Mitchell's versus the Machines, and they were like talking about it, and I was like, all right, I can get behind this. They were just saying how like difficult it was, and the comedy and everything was just like so good, but also the message in it was very good. And honestly, it was a message that was done. It was done better in Mitchell's versus the Machines than it was done in Turning Red. Because in Turning Red, she's the panda girl. Of course, is she's growing up, so she wants to start doing her own stuff. And she's trying to go to this concert, but she doesn't think the mom will let her. So she's pretty much she's using her panda abilities and her popularity to make money, so her and her friends can go see this boy band. And the boy band it's pretty much a metaphor for like when they see the boy band, then they're really going to become women pretty much. You're like okay, but the mother kind of is having an issue of her daughter growing up and letting go and doing things different. Where the Mitchells versus the Machines, the daughter is going to college, and she's going to college because she's making all these wacky movies, all these wacky creative movies. So that's what she's going for. But the father is kind of like the father is complete opposite. He doesn't understand technology. He doesn't understand meme culture. He just he just he's like this big outdoor like dad type, and he doesn't get the jokes and he doesn't understand. And so they're drifting apart because she wants to go to college so she can, of course, make these movies and really find out who she is and just grow because it's more exciting. Because her and the father have been drifting apart because he doesn't understand this stuff. And every time she shows him a movie, he's like, "Well, are you sure this is what you want to do?" Um, kind of crapping on her dream, but I think it's more that he's like worried that she might fail, and that's what he's afraid of. So he's trying to protect her that way. And of course, they throughout the machine invasion that happens, they start becoming closer. And man, it is such a good message. And it's like, the dad is a dad. The brother is hilarious. Like everybody is so good. The brother's hilarious. The mother's great. They throw so many references to like Star Wars and just pop culture and stuff in it that you're just like dying. It's like for everybody. But it's just so dang wacky. It's great. And yeah, Encanto won. and it was like, ugh, that's a sin. The guy who went, that was like the director and the writer. So like it's actually based on the guy's family. So he goes and I think it was the director, and he was also the writer. He goes and he has the studio who everybody who worked on the movie take a picture, a big giant picture, and he took that picture with him to the Oscars. So when they showed him, he held up the picture so it could feel like the whole studio was there. Um, and then his date was his mom, who the Mitchell mom is totally based off of. So he brought, Mama Mitchell to the Oscars as his date, so she can like meet a lot of the people who did the voice and stuff. Dude, it 100 times better than Turning Red. Yeah, yeah. If you want to see a good like family coming of age story, Mitchell's versus the Machines. I mean, man, it is good. It is good. I love that freaking movie. And it also like inspires you to be creative. Like this is off the wall that you're like, man, I want to be creative too. Like that's the kind of vibe that you get when you watch that movie. I didn't notice any agenda in it either, but I mean, it was good. It's a good movie. But yeah, Encanto won, and I was like, injustice. But everybody's Bruno or whatever. It's like whatever, man. Right. Maybe we'll do a little bit more shading here, right here. I'm sick of coloring these bandages. I think this is the hardest. This dumb thing. All right, now let's do this dark. Let's just see how this is gonna look. I think that's enough. Do the whole thing. We'll do it live. No. Ooh. What did I do? Did I change that? Yeah, wrong dang thing. Of course. Wrong layer. I'm trying to use as few layers as possible, and I'm confusing myself. Yeah, Disney is super probable though. Yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. I mean, honestly though, it's like I don't know, man. I see them. They should win other awards. Honestly, I think it'll win different awards, in my opinion. I think Disney probably. I think Disney lost his heart. He said even Pixar. Turning Red was a Pixar movie. I couldn't freaking believe it. Luca was good though. I liked Luca. Luca was a cute little movie. Make sure. Okay. Make sure I'm on the right layer. You're not on the layer, man. No. We're out of the woods with that stupid that stupid bandage stuff. Let's see how. Let's see if this is going easier. Yeah, invaded by the wokesters. Yeah, at the same time, I was like, well, who the heck? I mean, honestly, I don't know anybody that actually watched the Oscars besides Will Smith smacking people. It's like, dude, nobody would have said anything. Everybody's like, okay, whatever. So and so won. Who cares, man? That's very weird. At the same time, poor Will Smith. I think that guy's in a horrible relationship. Poor dude. It's like blink twice if he needs to save you, Will. Poor guy got all that money and power. Can't do beans, man. Yeah, legit. Yeah, the slap was the only thing worthy talking about. Yeah, yeah, terrible situation. I agree. Money maybe, no power because of his wife. Yeah, I mean, at this point, dude, it's like, listen. I mean, I don't know. I have a feeling that like a year or two from now, or like let's say 2 to 3 years, either A, poor guy's gonna murk himself, or B, he's gonna come out as being gay or something. Because I think she has something on him. And at this point, it's like if you're that unhappy, it's like, dude, take half of it. Take it. Leave me alone. I mean, granted, it's not like I mean, I'm sure the guy's loaded. It's not like he has to freaking act again. You know. That's looking weird. Maybe we'll continue that shadow like that. Maybe. Yeah, it looks better. Maybe something like that. Maybe that'll make it look more 3D. Yeah, that looks kind of neat. But yeah, man, it's like poor guy. And poor Chris Rock has to has to take it. Has to deal with that whole horrible situation. It's like, man, and she has that joke of a show too on Facebook, whatever, the red table, stupid stuff. It's like, oh, whatever, man. Now you're a therapist. Who are you? Are you licensed? Or you just a let's listen to celebrities because apparently they know better than average people, even though they never hang around with average people. It's like, oh, you guys are yahoos, man. Yeah, it is screwed up how Hollywood is. Yeah. Hmm. Definitely. I'm over Hollywood, man. I'm all for indie stuff, independent stuff, especially the way we're crowdfunding and everything is now. Now it's totally DIY now. You can do everything yourself. Just do that. Crowdfund yourself, you know, just do everything yourself, man. There you go. That's good. I think I'm just going to do a line at the bottom here. Boop. No. Oh, I didn't close it off. I keep forgetting it's its own layer. Scared me. Was that a heart attack? Yeah, partly how I came to CG. Yeah, I hear you, man. Yeah. You know what? It's honestly, I kind of just happened to uh, to come across your boy Zach's videos, and I was like, these are hilarious. And then that's when Ethan kind of came on, and Ethan was originally was like, hey, we can all get along. It doesn't matter what politics are, And he's interviewing Mark Wade and talking about art supplies and when he was working on stuff, and I was like, dude, like it was neat. And then you got to see like everybody just coming out and saying how crazy, oh, Ethan's this, Ethan's that. It's like, dude, I've been watching him for months. So, and then he just would keep talking to people and new creators, and they just would work on stuff that was cool. And I'm like, this is awesome. I think I'm gonna try and make something. I miss when actors were actors and not political tools for mind control. Seriously, dude, it's like, bruh, shut up. Like, I mean, come on, man. Listen, you guys should all wear masks and stay home because I'm cool because I'm loaded and I don't have to work. You're like, dude, what? I got bills, man. But you're gonna tell me how, you yahoos who pretend for a living are gonna tell me how I'm supposed to feel about certain stuff, and you guys don't even read articles or what laws are, and you guys just look stupid, like with the whole "don't say gay" stuff. They're just like, "Well, I'm gonna say gay." It's like, you dummy. That's not what it's about. Like, did you read it? No, you didn't read it. Cool, man. They talk about stuff they have know nothing about. Oh, we need more gun control. Yeah, for who? The people that get guns legally? The criminals aren't listening. They're not going to listen anymore. Like, you yahoos need to shut your face. And you know who's also at fault? Is people who just listen to people that they're famous. Oh, I got to listen to so and so because they're famous. It's like, you nerd. Like, you dumb idiot. They're actors for a reason. It's because they're good at lying. And they'll play whatever you want. Just pay them. See where we stand at this one. We got the blue still. Blue still going. Yeah. Dumb people are easily weaponized. Yeah. It's like they're all just like, oh, I gotta listen to them. I gotta do what they say. And that's just crazy because my parents are up from up north and stuff, and they've always been Democrats and stuff. And I'm talking to my mom, and she's like, "Yeah, Democrat, blah blah blah," and I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Mom, if you're for like this stuff," and I routed off some things. It's like, Mom, you're not liberal anymore. You're a conservative because the line has been moved so crazy that you're not even a centrist anymore. You know, yeah, people don't understand they get paid for interviews. Yeah, for sure. And granted, I mean, more power to them, man. It's like, but just remember, you're an actor. I listen to a comedian any day of the week more than I would listen to an actor. That's because the comedian has to create their own content, and they have to look at the world as, they have to look at the world because that's where they get their material from. So I'm sure, and especially with how much they travel and stuff too. I'd listen to a comedian any day of the week now. Would listen to a freaking actor. They don't know beans, man. Just saying horrible things about people and getting away with it just because they're famous. It's like, oh, oh man, what time is it? 2:29. Okay. I was gonna stop at 2, but 3, 4, 5, 6. I gotta get up at 7:30. Get my stuff ready to go mountain biking tomorrow. I think people are waking up though. Oh, what's this? Oh no. My dad, in classic liberal fashion, accused me of bigotry based off what others told him instead of him, actually having a conversation. Long story short, I blocked his entire family from Facebook. Oh man, yeah, it's a shame. It's a shame you gotta go that way. I mean, me and my dad will get into heated discussions, but I mean that's just all. We always got into heated discussions, you know. But yeah, no, that's like, and that's the thing too. It's like if they're liberal, they don't want to hear anything. I mean, my dad's been a Democrat forever, so. But it's different then. At the same time, a lot of normal people don't even know what's going on either. Unless you're on Twitter and stuff. Like my dad doesn't understand or what's really going on. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to color this whole thing. Yeah, we're just gonna do that whole thing. So, but he also watches a bunch of different news and stuff. I think I'm just gonna finish it off. Just fill it. Come on, man. And they didn't even want to confront me. They had to tell on me to my mommy and daddy. That's what I don't understand. It's like you have to be like, whoa. It's like, nah, man, just. And it became like before, it used to be like back in the day, it used to be like you'd bust each other's balls, you know? Now it became like hate. It's ridiculous. Like it was almost like you know, you guys had opposite football teams or baseball teams or something, and you'd bust each other's chops about it, and okay, and moving on. But now everybody's so butthurt about everything now that you can't even do that. This doesn't look right. We'll get rid of that. I was completely against social media. It was all crazy people and activists. Now I make YouTube videos and glued to Twitter. I found non-crazy people. Yes, absolutely. And honestly, if it's something that's going to upset me, or honestly, if it's someone that I follow and then they're following somebody else that I don't agree with and stuff, I'd rather like not even engage, and I just will unfollow them. Uh, it just makes stuff easier that way, you know. I mean, honestly, I'm on social media to look at art and CG stuff and things like that. I'm not here. I'm not there to talk about politics and that trash. So I think we got the mummy done, fellas. I think he's gonna need a little bit. Let's give him just a little something on the top here. Oh no, I gotta do this. We gotta do the emerald. Gotta do the chaos emerald. Change the base. Same color as the emerald. I think what we'll do is oh, am I on the wrong? I'm on the wrong. Oh well. Rawr. I have to do another layer on top of that. Let's rename this shadows. Boom. Let's rename that one. Highlights. And bonus, my artist just got done with page 9. Where can we find your book, Earth's Best? Is that just like, or is it earthbestentertainment.com? Search. Oh, I got a touch of other doo-doo stuff. Earthbestfriends.co? Is that it? Yeah, I'm here looking at it. Okay. Da-da-da-da. All right, 80s MC. Thanks for stopping by, man. I'm gonna call it here too in a minute. I think I'm gonna go till 3, and then that's it. So I'm trying to plug as much as I can. Thanks for coming by, man. Appreciate you guys coming by, and I appreciate the chat too. It was good times, man. You have a good night. Best wishes to you and your fam, bro. I think this is it. Whoop. I don't know if this will show up if you can click on it, but there's Earth's Best Friends. We'll leave that in the chat a little bit if anybody wants to check that out. What am I on? Shadows? Shadows. Here we go. Curious to see how American Way is gonna turn out with his with the metallic stuff. Kind of excited to kind of give him a shot too. I gotta color those white there. Didn't want to do that. There we go. Yeah, looks pretty good. I think I'm missing a line. This was driving me crazy. That's gonna be the tricky part. Is American Way. It's impressive how he's coming out. Ooh, too much. There we go. I don't even know what that is. Like there's some weird shading there. Didn't make any dang sense. It reminds me of a line of action figures called Mad Hatter, I think, or Hutnik. Huh. I don't know if I heard of those. Did come out pretty cool. I'm pretty stoked about him. I guess he should, since if he's like the you know, whole dang thing, big centerpiece. It's not making any sense to me. I think the little one is up. I have to put her back to sleep. All right, well, I think I'm going to cut it off here because it's my time to get off anyway. Let's take a look to see what we got. It's okay, sweetie. Come on in. It's okay, baby. This is where we're at. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate all the views and all the chatter. It was great. Good times. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Take it easy.